Hey guys, welcome back to Robert's Model Garage. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over a big announcement. It's going to be kind of a short video. It's going to be the direction that the channel is going to be going. I'm super excited. I've kind of been in the talks with parents and loved ones, like what exactly the route I should take for this channel, what I truly love, and we're going to talk about it a little bit today. If you haven't yet, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Please leave some comments. I love to interact with you guys, kind of chat with you guys about model building, and if you got any questions for me. But before we talk about this big announcement, let's cue that intro. Alrighty, so today we're going to be going over the big announcement for the channel. We're also very briefly going to go over to the bench. We're going to show kind of the progress of the R32 so far. Just finishing up the last couple of things, just hit a road bump a little bit and we'll talk about that. So for the big announcement, this channel, the direction I want to take this channel, I'm going to be doing JDM and tuner cars only. I still have a big collection of classic cars because I even love the classics like the old Monte Carlos and the Buicks and Chevy, Ford, anything from back in the day I love the square style body styles from back in the day. But for this channel only, I just find more fun and more thrill and more enjoyment out of doing anything JDM and tuner, which is like I have we're gonna be doing the Porsche 911 GT1 Evo build. We've got an R34 we're gonna be doing. We have a wide body Works Grand Mark 1, which is a BMW we're gonna be doing. Our next build after this R32 is actually going to be a EK9 Honda Civic. I actually have the full resin wide body kit for it, so we're going to be doing that. Front splitter, wide quarter panels, big track wing on the back, all that stuff. So we're going to make how-to videos of going through how exactly I did the wide body kit and all that. But yeah, that's the big announcement. I ain't mean to get anybody's hopes up and think it was bigger than that, but yeah, that's the big announcement for the channel. I'm really excited. Got a lot of stuff coming soon. I can't wait to show you guys. But for now, let's head to the bench. All right, guys. So this is the R32 Skyline that I've been working on. Got all the decals finished, put on the car. The only bit of trouble that we're having is with the hood. The hood is kind of, yeah. So initially, and I apologize for my hands being dirty, but initially I was going to do this silver, do the decal for the hood. Never had this happen to me before, but also I've never done a whole lot of decals. This is actually my first, really doing decals in general. This is my first time, and I ended up doing an entire car. But so I soaked the decal down in water, and the decal kind of folded up like this. And I mean, the other ones did it too, and I pressed them back down, but for some reason when I pressed this decal back down, and it's not this one, the other one's completely destroyed. It was this style, this retro style. When I went to go press it back down, it just cracked all throughout the entire decal. So I tried to make it work, but you could just see the crack lines on the hood, no matter how close or overlapping I tried to get them. So I ended up scrapping that idea. We sanded it back down from 800 to 2000 grit. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean it really nice, and I'm going to put a coat of black on it, and then I'm going to let that dry for a couple days. I think I let it dry 2 or 3 days. Then I tried doing the carbon fiber decal. And as you can see, The clear coat didn't like that very much, but I believe also I didn't let it sit for very long. I only let it sit for a couple hours, and I was told that it needs to sit for a couple of days so that the decal can completely dry before I put the clear coat, because before I did the clear coat, it was perfectly flat. There were no air bubbles, no air pockets, no nothing. I let it dry for a couple hours, came back, did the clear coat, then came back the next day, and this was the result. So it's completely ruined. I'm gonna have to strip this hood back down, but luckily enough, my father has the exact same paint I use because I'm actually out. So that was kind of why I wasn't respraying it, but he's got the exact same brand, exact same color paint that's the silver that's on this car. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip this down. I'm gonna sand it all back how it needs to be, prime it again, and then I'm going to use that silver and airbrush that silver back on top of it. And then I was able to collect 2 decals, one of these smaller ones that was just an extra, and then a Nissan logo. So what I'm thinking, since there's a little bit of pink coming on this side, I was gonna take this decal and somehow, some way, put it like that on the hood, or that, just some kind of way to kind of mesh into the hood, the color scheme. And then we're gonna still stick with the Nissan. The Nissan logo will go just about right there on the front. Like I said, I apologize for my hands being so dirty. It's kind of driving me crazy. But just to give y'all a better look, she came out very, very nice. I'm very, very happy. And as you can see, I had some pearlescent blue and purple clear coat. So I actually clear coated the car before I did the decals, and you can actually see it in the clear coat there. So, and it's all over the car. So I think it just gives it that extra touch, that extra flair. So thought that was a good idea. I got the front banner sticker on there on the window, got the rear one back here. So I don't feel like, let me know in the comments what you guys think, because I feel like I did pretty dang good for this being my first time, especially getting all the window trim lines equal. And I mean, I feel like I did a pretty decent job. I'm pretty happy with myself. So, or I should say proud of myself. But yeah, that's the R32. So we'll actually show you the EK9 Civic that we're going to be building next. And if you guys haven't, go get you some build trays. These, I've got my black one, which is my primary one. Go get you some of these. You can go to my dad's channel, send him a message. They make them for you, pay him, get them in the mail. Boom, you got separate build trays. So if you have multiple builds, or even just a single build where you're just building just one and you want to separate all the parts to keep them from flying off, you can separate them, put them all in here. Like I'll separate suspension, wheels, fill these two with interior parts, have some exterior parts, have some undercarriage parts. I mean, you can separate them to the max. And if you wanted to get 2 for one build, you can do that too. But yeah, hit up his channel and get you one. You also can get it a couple organizers for like your Tamiya paints, your air guns, all that stuff. But here, I'll move this out the way. Oh. So this is the this is really the initial D. If any of y'all watch anime, this is the initial D. EK9, as you can see here, EK9. A Honda Civic. And like I showed you in my last video, if you haven't yet, go watch my last video. I have the full resin wide body for it ready to go. And see, carbon fiber hood came out perfectly fine. This part is where I was gonna do a hood exit, which I'm gonna do a hood exit on this one. I just haven't, I gotta paint all that underneath too. I'm obviously not gonna use this hood because this hood was for I had an old kit with a Civic, but got side skirts, I got the front bumper, I got the rear bumper, we got all the quarter paneling for all 4 sides. I mean, the full set. Also have some resin printed wings. I'm gonna end up going with this one. You can't really tell, but there's a flat bracket inside of there. Once I get this all stripped away, and one of my next videos coming up, you'll actually see this fully stripped down and what it looks like. But yeah, I got some of those. And then I'll show you the motor. I'm gonna order another one from Model Maker's Workshop. I do have one of the K series motors. It's a Honda motor out of a TSX. So this is what it's gonna look like. This is kind of like my mock-up to see how everything went together. But it's a Turbo K series. It even has it to where if you wanted to show it with the valve cover off, sorry, my camera is acting all funny. You can actually do that, and this piece comes off too. So that way you can see the full intake, and you can see the cams and all that inside of there. But full turbo with hood exit, the whole nine. We're gonna be ordering this motor from him too. That way I can take it apart, or before I put it together piece by piece, we're gonna paint all the individual parts. So, and a quick tip, I just learned this from my father. If you need to put something together, like for mock-up, he has found that the best stuff to use is this canopy glue. Okay, it holds everything together just enough to where it'll stay together, but it's super easy to take apart and lightly sand whenever you get all your parts apart and you mock up whatever you need to mock up. So it's called Evergreen Scale Models Canopy Glue, and I actually got this at Hobby Lobby. But that's the little tip for the day. Didn't think I was gonna do tips today, but looks like there's a little tip there. But because I use regular cement, so my BSI MaxiCure, so that's why this isn't coming back apart. So we're gonna be ordering another one of those from him. Super excited about that build. Next we're gonna be doing the either the R34 after the Civic, or we're gonna be doing the Porsche 911 GT1 Evo. But yeah, super excited about that. A lot of detail on his stuff. I love getting stuff from him. It's like a new present every single time it comes in. I'll get this out of the way. Yeah, so this is the update on the R32. Like I said, having hood trouble. We're in the middle of letting paint dry for the wheels. We're using the OEM wheels so we can stick to box stock. We're just painting them black because it'll go better with the tinted headlights and taillights, the black lettering, the black rubber tires, the black 22. I just feel like the black wheels will look a lot better. But yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys tuning in to my special announcement for the channel. Like I said, I'm really excited for the direction it's going to be going in. I feel like this is the right thing to do, and in my mind, it's what I found most fun and enjoyable is working on these JDM tuner cars. Also, just because nobody out there is really doing stuff like this. There are a couple people, but most of the guys are doing classic cars and classic builds and stuff like that. And I just feel like there's time for a change, you know, newer generations coming up. So I feel like we need to find stuff more, at least more models that get them really hooked on the hobby. So yeah, until the next time, please like and subscribe. Like I said, make sure you comment. I definitely want to interact with you guys more. If you have any questions for me or concerns or anything, just put it down in the comments section. But until next time, always remember, your garage, your rules. See you next time.